Oh, you can tell I ain't done this for a long time. You've seen a little bit of my morning routine there this morning, which is a lot different than what it was when me and James used to record videos on this channel anyway. I checked earlier and I think it was 8 years ago, our last proper video on this channel. I think our first video was about 12 years ago, which is like absolutely crazy, like especially considering, you know, I still get messages on Instagram and even, to be fair, even YouTube. Like I constantly check the channel still, and we still get multiple questions like daily on the YouTube, whether that's like comments or, you know, direct inbox messages on the channel. So it shows like people are still watching the videos. I've checked the analytics as well, and we're still getting, you know, views on even some of our very first videos, which is like crazy really, considering. So just to give a little bit of like background in case, you know, because there's going to be people that I've made friends with in the last kind of 6 to 8 years, people on my social media or whatever that might not even be aware that I used to do this. Myself and James, my cousin, we used to do this. I think we did 223 videos to be precise over that 4-year period. So, you know, we've, like I said, I think we did build a good reputation and a good name for ourselves over that period of time. You know, like I said, we are very different people now. I spoke to James prior to making this video to let him know what I was going to be doing. And by the way, he is fully in as well. Although we don't live in the same town anymore, we have always still remained close. And I'd argue and say recently, you know, we're a lot closer, even more so now. So James has got his own personal situation going on at the moment. I won't kind of go into it on any videos, but he has posted on his social media. So if you are intrigued to know, you know, wish to support James, and obviously go over to his Instagram and you can have a look at that. But the plan is, you know, once everything's sorted, that we would start to plan and look into kind of making more videos moving forward. So just to give a bit of background, like I said, about the channel. So myself and James, hence the AJ aesthetics, if people didn't put the 2 and 2 together. We were 2 young lads. I think I was like probably 17, 18, James a year older. Just joined up at our local gym, had a real passion for the, you know, lifting weights, fitness, etc. And decided to start filming it. Nobody was doing it at that time. We were literally one of the first like channels, like fitness channels in the UK. I think, you know, I can't really name off the top of my head any kind of really popular YouTubers at that time, apart from like Rich Piana, who was obviously on a different level to anyone, Steve Cook, Ryan Terry, like those types of people. And we started filming, not really expecting to gain much out of it, but like I said, it did lead us to a lot of good opportunities over that period of time, that we never thought would happen. We worked with, you know, at the time, some of the biggest fitness brands, collaborated with some kind of really popular channels, worked with who are considered now like popular YouTubers like Rob Lipsett, for example. Matt Does Fitness, who's in Gladiators. You know, all these people that I've seen become successful, that we were around that same circle at the time. Funny little story as well, actually. On our first body power that we worked at was with Machine Fitness. Prior to that, myself and James did actually have a bit of an informal conversation with Ben Francis at Gymshark, and we chose to take up conversations instead with another company called Shredded Legacy. I mean, that is probably the biggest mistake we made, obviously. Shredded Legacy never even, I don't even know if they produced their first t-shirt, to be honest, but and obviously you know what happened with Gymshark. So yeah, that was our very first mistake, and we absolutely missed the boat with that one. But yeah, like I said, it got us other opportunities. We were on Channel 4 on a documentary. And there was, like I said, lots of other opportunities and people that we met that we wouldn't have been able to do so without this channel. The reason why I stopped, and that's a lot of people have asked that same question, why don't you pick up the camera? Why don't you, continue doing the videos? Like, I get that all the time. And to be honest, I personally stopped because I was ruining, and I'll be totally honest, and I can admit, I'm not afraid to admit, I ruined a lot of personal relationships. I started becoming somebody that I didn't like, and it wasn't me. I started to kind of live up to that persona. I started earning more money as well. I was, at the age of like 24, 25, 26, I'd consider the money I was earning was extremely good for somebody of that age. And I think that it did get the better of me, and I did, like I said, change and become a person that I didn't. I look back now and I'm, a bit ashamed of that person that I became. And, we're all young once and we all make mistakes. But like I said, that was kind of my main reason as to why I kind of stopped making videos at that time. And since then, I've never really been in a position where I've been, super chilled in my life, where one, I can be authentic and be myself, and two, like truly add value on these videos to people in a positive way. Our channel before was solely focused around partying, staying in shape whilst being able to, go out, go to festivals, do whatever, not eating the cleanest of diets, but staying in shape, using supplements. So me and James as people are completely different. I think that's probably just part of growing up and realising what's important in life, and I guess finding new passions, meeting new people, being around in the right circle always helps. And I think now is a perfect time to start remaking videos, and there's a few key reasons to that. Like, I'm in the best position I've ever been in my life. I bought my own house. I've been married for 3 years to a beautiful lady, and she has the same name as me. If you don't follow me on social media, Ashley Dodds, which is a bit of a a funny one, which people seem to find funny. Financially, I'm in a great place. I've got a secure job. And I've had a child. How did I forget that one out? I've had a child, which again, a lot of people probably never thought would have happened with me and my track record. But I'm glad I've broke that barrier. I'm in such a much better headspace to be able to make these videos. And actually, since I've stopped making videos, I've really kind of started to indulge in that bodybuilding lifestyle. Although I've never competed, it is something I am going to do. I'm going to do a nice long kind of bulk off-season, whatever you want to call it, to really pack on as much muscle as I can over the next kind of 8 to 10 months or so, and then look to hire a coach to do my first competition. Like I said, with my new headspace, my new kind of, thought process, I feel like I can help a lot of people. I've truly gained a load of knowledge over these last kind of 8 years I've not been on this channel, and I feel like I can add a lot of value to people, especially like those people that maybe have become new dads, how to navigate that, go into the gym, training, eating, nutrition, supplements, whatever, whilst maintaining being a dad. I know it can be difficult, especially when you've had a hard day at work, you come home, kids screaming, shitty nappies, you've got to change, like get them in the it's a lot, right? So it's like, how can you best manage that, stay motivated to achieve the results that you want? So that's a little bit of an overview. Like I said, this is the first video. I haven't done this for a long time. So apologies if it's not quite up to the standard anymore. Like, this is my old camera from 8 years ago, so the quality is probably shit in comparison to other YouTubers that you may watch. But like I said, if this channel does maintain the view count that I had previously, then I will invest into newer equipment to make sure that the quality of my videos are better. But I don't know how this is going to go. This may get 50 views, it may get 5,000 views. I literally have no expectation. I don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, it'd be interesting to see. So I'm just outside of Pro Strength Fitness in Swindon. I'm not able to film in the gym that I usually go to due to their policy, which I respect. So I've signed up. I've got a second gym membership at Pro Strength. I've heard it's the mecca of bodybuilding for Swindon, so we will see. But I'm going to take you through. I've kind of changed my split. I've been on holiday. Previously, I've just come off the back of a 15-week cut in which I did get pretty lean and I was really happy with the results. I've kind of ruined that over the last 2 weeks since getting back. I've put on a shitload of water retention. I've smashed the all-inclusive buffet, as anyone should do on a holiday. You've got to enjoy yourself. So yeah, I am a little bit watery, to say the least. So I'm not being able to showcase my best physique at the moment. But I've kind of changed my split. I was doing push-pull legs, which worked really well for me, especially for retaining muscle tissue whilst in a calorie deficit. I'm kind of going back to the bro split a little bit now, just so I can really hammer every individual muscle group with those extra calories inside of me. So I've not even entered this gym yet, not even been in here before, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm trying to watch people go through the door to see how I actually get in, because apparently I've got a QR code on an app that lets me in the door, so I'm probably going to look an absolute twat outside trying to do that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this short, video, the comeback, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, the content will be very, very different to previous. So hopefully, like I said, old subscribers and new ones enjoy what I'm doing, and yeah, enjoy the workout. Quick note as well, I literally do everything off the cuff, no editing. I just talk at the camera. I see a lot of people these days, they do edit there. When they're talking to the camera, they're constantly editing, so they're obviously making mistakes, editing out what they don't want in the video. We have never done that and never will do that. It's raw as fuck, and I think that's what people liked. So I will continue on that path. So, time to go in.
Would you put me first? Could you be that trusting? 3 little words, but better than nothing. Send me a sign that you're really wanting me in your life. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna be without you tonight. So keep How you doing? Tell me I don't wanna go back. But I can't even see when you're next to me. But I don't know how you do it. Don't know how you do it. Can't even see when you're next to me. But I don't know how you do it. Don't know how you do it.
Fuck it, thought I would do a little bit of a physique update. Like I said, this is far from where I was at even 2 weeks ago, but people know that, like I said, you can, unfortunately, ruin a physique in that time. Like my abs have disappeared a bit. Hopefully staying as lean as I can. But yeah, that's a little update of the physique. Whoa, so workout over. You can probably tell the footage wasn't probably the best. It's my first time in this gym, and after 8 years of not putting the camera out in a gym, to be honest, it was a bit more daunting than I thought. I thought I'd just get the confidence straight back to put it there, but yeah, it took me about 10 minutes to feel confident. I thought I'd just message Jim owner just to double check if I'm able to film in it, and he said, yeah, go ahead. So I think other people do film content in here, which is great because, like I said, as great as the gym is that I go to at the moment, unfortunately their policy is no filming. So if I'm going to kick this YouTube back off, obviously I need somewhere, a facility where I can film, and as you can see, it's even got a posing room in this place. I doubt I'll be in here much over the next kind of 8 to 10 months, obviously given that I'm going to be bulking, but like I said, during my cutting phase, this is going to be class, just to get in here and actually be able to track my progress. Because like I said, even in the gym I'm at the moment, even in the changing rooms, like if someone walks through the door, I'm like, oh, quick, put my top on, like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit awkward, so at least I get the freedom here to be able to do that. So, hope you enjoyed the first video. Like I said, the training footage is subpar. I've kind of come in here, tried to get a feel of where all the weights are, didn't really get much of a pump. But like I said, hopefully the training videos will get a lot better when I'm here, and I'm actually going to do, like I said, voiceovers and stuff for people who maybe are relatively new to the gym, to kind of help them in maybe what they can do in their workouts. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be, the videos are only going to get better from here. I'm probably a bit rusty after all this time off, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you can like the video, it genuinely does help the algorithm. I know how this used to work, and I'm assuming it's still the same. So every single like does matter. So I would really appreciate it if you can. Hopefully, I said if it gets 50 or 5,000 views, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not 50, and hopefully, you know, it's closer to at least 1,000, but we'll see. So yeah, thank you very much. Hope you're looking forward to the new journey, and see you in the next video.